Welcome, my name's Hamid. Welcome to Life Matters, little podcast talking to people that made a big difference in our lives. We're on Portobello, a beautiful environment, the essence of life. We've got food, we've got music. Let's see who we can go and find. Follow. I reckon there's one or two people lurking around. We're so lucky. We grew up in such a beautiful area. So many different people that have made a massive difference in people's lives. Serious influence. So let's go. We'll veer through here. We'll come somewhere here. We'll see the best dressed man in Portobello right here. Look at the best dressed man in Portobello, man. It's nice to see you, my brother.
And you.
You okay?
Yeah, man, I'm ready.
Wait, I thought you were going to shout out Irie.
Well, I normally would.
Guys, Mr. Michael de Souza, creator of Rastamouse, but more important than that, beautiful human being. We're going to have a little chit chat with him and see where it all started and where he's all going. I know he's got a great talk coming up next week.
Yeah.
About the power, you explain it, the power of?
The word Irie.
All right, the word Irie.
And what it means.
And we're going to get into it in a sec. We're going to mic him up and we're going to get going.
Zuba duba duba danga, zuba duba duba deng. Rastamouse and Scratchy and Zuma, also known as the Easy Crew. Crime fighters, they're very special agents, playing reggae when the work is true. Give it up, give it up, give it up for the Easy Crew. Solving mysteries in the neighborhood, always there to make a bad thing good.
I told you we'd bump into some influential people that have made a big difference. I'm with two legends, and I use that word, legends of the Ladbroke Grove, Portobello area. As I said, we're here with Mr. Michael. He's going to say hello to you guys in a minute. And then with another legend, Mr. Lloyd. They're both in different kind of industries, but have both impacted our community and the wider community massively. Lloyd, we're going to talk to him in a few weeks' time about his life and his passion for the martial arts. But today we're going to speak to Mr. Michael. Michael, welcome. It's nice to see you, my brother. Lloyd, always a pleasure.
I just wanted to say first and foremost, regarding Lloyd, although we're in different genres, different worlds, but our paths crossed over as a trainer and as a trainer. Swimming, I specialise in swimming, and Lloyd did his martial art and his bits and pieces. So.
And music.
And music.
Oh yeah.
It's big in the music. It's big in the music.
We crossed music before, because I used to run a club in Charlotte.
So not a lot of people realise that you were an instructor before you showcased your writing ability and your, obviously, the Rastamouse flex. Before that, he was a swimming instructor. Lloyd, we had this running joke. Every time he bumped into me, he'd say that I'm the best coach in West London. I'd say, nah, he's the best coach in West London. But yeah, we're very proud of how both of these guys impacted our community.
We're very proud.
Very proud. Good people. Forget even what they do. Good people. Michael, where did it start? Because you said you were a swimming instructor.
Yeah.
Did you guys know each other when he was?
Yeah, well, Lloyd used
I've known him for
come down.
years.
Greetings.
Before,
all right.
he used to run a club in Charlotte Street called the Solly Sombre. And my band that I was in used to play there. So
when are we talking? Like
80s.
82 and 87.
I was still playing out in the
I
States.
used to play a wooden box with a piece of string and a broomstick.
Lloyd, could you tell him please there's a tea chest?
It was a teacher. Yeah, it was a teacher.
So you went from playing a wooden box with a...
Is a tea chest.
Piece of string, and it sounded like a double bass.
You still got it?
Yeah, I still got it. But I learned from that. I taught myself how to play double bass, piano, guitar.
Did you guys didn't collaborate?
Well, I ran the club.
Yeah.
We hired the band.
Wicked.
We hired the band, the Chevalier
Where was it?
Brothers.
Tabernacle?
No, Charlotte Street.
No, Charlotte Street,
Yeah.
West End.
Oh, big things.
Tottenham
Big
Court.
things.
Yeah. And then when he used to teach swimming in people's houses, I used to teach martial art in the same houses. So
they go back.
And when he was in the sports centre, I would be teaching martial
What sports centre? What sports centre? Kensington Sports Centre. Small world.
Years.
Colleague of mine that I worked with.
I've got to tell you one thing. I've got to say one thing.
Yes, now.
This is about Lloyd, yeah? Lloyd to me.
Can this be on camera?
Yeah. Of course. Lloyd to me was the epitome.
So Niles, how are you, man? You okay?
You're good.
Lloyd reminded me of Aquaman. He had the physique and the skill.
Superman.
Man, I just used to admire him.
Yeah.
Because he was brilliant.
Yeah. Well, we grew up like he's a superhero, man. There's another good guy, you know. We're going to get him in a few weeks as well. So another good guy.
Yeah.
I want to talk about where it started, how you went from swimming instructor to how you stumbled upon this.
Yeah, well, what happened with the swimming? When I got into swimming, I teach in a very different way from everyone else, right? In as much as my priority is eradicating fear.
Yeah.
And the best way I found with children to eradicate fear.
Yes, sir.
Irie? Yes, I am. Is fun. Lion. It's fun. So I had all games, all sorts of stuff to take their mind off the.
You taught my deputy head teacher, Layla Kent.
That's right.
Small world, man.
That's right.
Yeah, small world. She spoke very highly of you.
Serious?
But she even said that the first thing that you did was take away the fear.
But this is
Yeah. Just with a bit of smiles, play.
She was in Pembridge Hall.
Yeah.
Right, and I taught there for about 6 years. So it's 300 children a week.
How long were you a swimming instructor?
Still am.
You still do it now?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where did you teach?
In people's house, but I haven't done it for.
Do you mean people's house? Like people have got swimming pools in their house?
Yeah.
The people you know have got swimming.
Around here.
The people you know.
Yeah, a lot of them got.
Unless you're teaching them in baths.
Yeah, I haven't done it for about a year, but let's just say
So you're still doing that?
let's just put it this way: it's never a thing I will ever give up.
That's amazing.
I'll never give up because it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done, and it stemmed from my own fear of water.
Water, yeah.
I was scared of water, so I understood fear.
Yeah.
I also understood fun. So when I started to teach, so I said I was embarking on a different type of swimming book. So if one teach you that sing and dance, you never have another one that scream and shout. And then when I was writing, I realised I enjoyed writing.
Oh, how did the writing start? Where did that come
That's what
from?
I'm saying. I used to write this. This comes from the swimming book.
Okay.
I started writing the swimming book, and then I started writing little poems and little rhyme. Look, a little swimming rhyme was this: wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, go underwater, don't get up your nose.
And these are good little gold nuggets that get the kids thinking, okay, let's do this.
Exactly.
You still use that?
All the time with different words.
Easy.
You know, like
Easy.
you go in the water, you must always think, is this something that I should?
What's the youngest age group you teach?
The youngest I've taught was 2.
Bless you.
And the oldest is 92.
Easy.
And there's no difference.
Easy.
There's no difference. But when I was writing, I said I was hell bent on doing this book. And then I wrote this poem about this council house mouse. He didn't have no money to pay his rent, so he got kicked out and had to live in a tent. Then he started to use his wits. And it's all in the poem. But then someone, they found the poem and he did a drawing, which was Genevieve. I left this work around my friend's house, and she came, said to me, I want to show you something.
Did you have an image of what the mouse would look like?
No.
Okay.
I just was with this character. So then she came and said, I want to show you something. So this little mouse like that.
Why was it a mouse?
Because.
No one wanted to ask you that. Why a mouse?
Well, because.
Because we got Mickey Mouse, what other mouses we got? Danger Mouse.
Right, because mice are so small.
Yeah.
And adults won't admit to being scared of them.
That's right.
Men and women.
Yeah.
They're scared of mice. And look how small it is.
Yeah.
And the only reason they're scared is because they don't understand it.
Yeah.
So if you understand it, it's a different setup. I saw this documentary of a guy had a whole apartment in New York full of mice.
Yeah.
All of them had characters. Every single one had a character. So then
was that before you?
Yeah.
Did that inspire you a little?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Even, Michael Jackson, Ben. Ben about
Yeah.
Exactly.
The music's coming back.
Those sort of things. In fact, there's the guy with all the mice. He said at the time, he says one of his mice died recently. This one called Elvis. So someone said, well, what happened to him? He said, he was caught in a trap.
Yay. How many mice did he have?
Bag of them.
A bag of mice. Did you want it to be as influential and have the impact culturally Was that your agenda from the start?
Well, my
Were you conscious of that?
yeah, my agenda when I first did the Crucial Plan
Yeah.
was to do a book because we took people talking about diversity.
Yeah.
All the time about diversity.
Yeah.
But it's just lip service, they're not delivering. So I said, no, I'm going to deliver. So we're going to have a black character
Yeah.
with a universal message.
Yeah.
I'm not going to just say this is for the Rastas, because if you notice, there's only one Rasta in Mouseland,
Yeah.
which is Rastamouse.
Yeah.
And I base it on societies. Society's not over 100 Rasta.
No.
We're just a small percentage,
Yeah.
as it is. But the influence.
I was going to say the influence, especially language-wise. Now, I'm obviously North African. A lot of our lingo is a fusion of West Indian, obviously North African, Cockney English, that where we grew up in. So what you've done is open the door for a whole demographic to become familiar with a little bit of patois and a little bit of something they may never even come across in their lives.
Yeah, but
did you know it was going to have that impact?
look, from a historic point of view, right, as I said, my aim was to get this book just all over the country,
Yeah.
so people could open up their eyes and open themselves to Caribbean culture. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, feel a bit embarrassed to talk like a Caribbean. And I think this is just my own feelings. Right? I think sometimes it's because they're not being honest about things. How they behave behind closed doors is not how they be. So when they come there, they could only use to more or less take the piss.
Yeah.
If they're talking Italian, they're trying to say, even if they're telling, again,
Yeah.
sometimes they don't make the right effort and treat things in the right respect. And I said, because I loved the English language, I loved the Caribbean language, and I've loved languages, I wanted to fuse together and pay respects.
Which I think you've done massively. I think you've superseded the UK. Am I right in saying this is shown internationally?
Yeah.
Poland?
That was the first place.
First place in Poland.
And then
Now think about Lloyd, imagine this. What he's created, Poland, Greece, Australia, the impact around the world.
It's around the world.
It's epic.
It's amazing.
It's
Because when you
epic.
sit here and you see the people turn up here from all over the world, and they all know it, and they all say, this is a big part of my childhood. I just sit here listening to it. And everyone's talking about it as part of their childhood. Which, like you're saying, it has broken racial boundaries
Yeah, massively.
Yes.
massively.
Yeah, one of the biggest responses I got two massive responses. Yeah, one was in Thailand. We took it to Thailand, and they like, I'm just treated.
Do they tweak the language, or is it as is?
Well, I think when they translate it, sometimes they might tweak it, but really the English is quite good.
Yeah.
You know, in the English schools in Thailand,
Where they love Rasta, they love Pop
they
Marley.
love it.
Well, they love the expression and the freedom.
Yeah. And you know, so I say I wanted to just go in schools for the young Caribbean children to be proud of their heritage.
Yeah, you've done that massively. You've given them an identity, and you've allowed people to feel proud about their heritage and their culture, man. You've done that massively. What he does every Saturday,
Introduce you to
he
Wolfie.
sets up his books.
My good friend Wolfie. Wolfie, come on, Dolly. Dolly's a lovely little Wolfie. You alright, my lovely? Come, I haven't seen you.
He sets up his books,
Ciao, Dolly.
and he's
God bless you.
Jaja.
approachable to the community. Everybody comes down here, celebrates what he's done. You'll always find friends and just a community vibe down here, which is really what's at the essence of what he does, man. It's community forming.
It's like this in the world.
I think so, Lloyd, you know, like,
I've travelled.
yeah. Well, how old were your kids when he started? I remember, Michael, you were kind enough to give my kid, he's 18, 19 now, and he was given one of the first ever books.
That's what I'm saying. This was
My daughter's
2003.
40.
Oh, well, a little bit older. A little bit older.
This was 2003. But look, the whole.
And from a selfish point of view, my kids grew up loving it. They found it jokes. Because they would use words that daddy might use, or they would use words. You know what? Fundamentally, that was not in any other show.
No.
And that's the key, man. Just that little door opener to bring us to the rest of the population,
Exactly.
man.
Even for instance, the fact that I made Rastamouse always say
Irie.
because I think it's such a beautiful universal word.
Yeah.
That I think it's good for lots of cultures to embrace it. Because Irie.
The word.
Yeah, because
So that takes us nicely to what you're doing next week.
yeah.
So you're doing a workshop next
Next Friday.
Friday, 26. Anyone that's free, try and get down there. Friday.
If we can make it. We're doing a workshop.
Not next Friday.
Yeah.
Next Friday, 26. And it's the workshop stemming from the great work that he's done. A workshop based on the word Irie and what it means to you as an individual.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, tell us some more, man.
Well, basically, I was invited by Imperial College to contribute to this thing called Picture of Health.
Yeah.
Where they invited 100 people, scientists, did all sorts, to talk about what joy and what that's what I just said.
Irie.
No, not Irie. What was I just saying? Yeah. The meaning of yeah. So they asked me to contribute
To define a word.
a picture of health.
Okay.
And to me, I said the picture of health
Is
being Irie.
Irie.
If you're feeling Irie,
yeah.
then you're in a picture of health.
Yeah.
So they put it.
But does that mean different things for different people?
Well, look, I'm going to tell you about Irie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to just give you a live version of the thing.
And this is prevalent throughout the episodes of Rastamouse.
Absolutely.
The feeling of being Irie.
Absolutely. Look,
Yeah.
it goes like this, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Irie is a word. Irie is a word from the Caribbean land. Irie is the word of a Rasta man. A Rasta man is a Caribbean bloke. He's a serious face. He loves to joke. So he created this special word that might sound strange or even absurd. Irie is a word that means a positive thing. It could be food or it could be bling. It could be night or it could be day. It could be the way your football team play. When you're feeling Irie, you're feeling right. When you're feeling Irie, you're brighter than bright. When you're feeling Irie, you're as happy as can be. We all owe it to ourselves to feel Irie.
My guy. I was going to interrupt because I know he's a big Chelsea. Fan.
know that.
So I was going to interrupt, but beautiful words, beautiful sentiments. What does Irie mean to you, Lloyd?
Means exactly that.
Exactly that.
Irie. How you feeling?
How you feeling, Irie?
Irie.
Irie, we're feeling good.
How you feeling?
Irie.
Yeah, but you spread that. You guys have got magic.
Ciao, bello.
So that's what I mean.
Ciao.
Well, it becomes a universal word.
Yeah, but look, he's got it because you got it as well in abundance. He makes everybody else feel Irie.
Exactly.
And that's the magic. When you can bump into someone and the first thing that they do is smile. I saw a wicked meme going around the other day, and it was the power of making someone smile. And if you can meet someone and the first thing they do is smile, then wow, you've got power and you've got that. And I'm humbled by that because the first thing I do when I meet you is smile. And I try, but you got that quality. You make people smile, man. He makes people feel Irie. If you want to find out more about that, 26.
You're 26 at the Tabernacle. Because basically, what I want to do, if I'm conducting a session, I don't want to be there talking at people.
Yeah.
I want to
It's interactive.
I want completely want to get things out of people.
Yeah.
That's the Tabernacle in Power Square.
Yeah. Everybody's got a different perspective, right? But the main thing is it's meant to be positive. And like when I'm doing my characters, all the characters, it's quite clear they're mixed heritage.
Yeah.
Right? And
Are they based on real people, you know? Be polite now. You don't need to name them.
not allowed to say.
We're not allowed. Okay.
When
Sometimes
two of the characters are.
Oh, okay.
So one was based on my cat. And the second
Wait there. What are they? The character that's based on a cat
is a mouse.
is a mouse.
The character that's based on the cat is that's Scratchy. And then the other one is a DJ, and Rastamouse is just Rastamouse.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say one thing. I'm very pleased and proud to have grown up here in this Level Grove area. I went to school, and if the truth be told, we weren't taught anything.
No.
And we certainly weren't taught.
Well, we were taught to
Self-pride.
survive, man.
Well, we weren't even taught that. We just had to.
Well, we learned that.
Learn it.
We learned that. We got on with it, man.
Yeah.
But we had people like yourselves that we used to look up to think, right, we got to keep on going. And yeah, we weren't given the greatest educations, but we had to learn it. What's next, Michael? Is there other characters in the pipeline?
The next one is going to be Little Bruv, because I've got a meeting.
Let me see that.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Nah. So this is a new one.
Yeah.
You get me, bruv. You know how many times I hear that? You get me,
On
bruv.
the back.
So what? My name is Little Bruv. Rhyming words is what I love.
Yeah, but it's
See, what you notice clearly, all the books that I've read and that, the poet inside Michael just comes out, man. It's the
turn it to
poet.
the other side.
The poet in Michael just comes out. Little Bruv had a fluffy dog, a fluffy heat. everywhere he walked that dog, people thought it was a sheep. You see, I can't give it credit. If he was to read it out, if he read it out, it would have more of a flow. But that's the next one. What's his name?
Little brother.
And this is obviously based on someone around here.
No, do you know, it was
children.
All of them. They are, yeah, bruv.
It started off
Yeah,
based on
bruv.
my daughter.
Innit?
The
Innit?
look was based on my daughter.
Bless you.
Yeah, but you know the whole Irie thing. When I'm doing an Irie project,
Yeah.
I'm taking to schools. Yeah, I've done a big painting. I've commissioned a painting to represent the words that I wrote. Yeah, so you know it might be night, might be day. It's depicted in the image. So I go around the schools, certain schools.
So we're going to get you into my school, man.
And just go in there and just get them, the sixth formers, to express themselves.
Yeah.
You know, just express
Yeah.
yourself.
With freedom.
You know, but the first person that sponsored me was a charity called Bayo, which is a mental health charity for young black people. Because Bayo means joy.
Yeah.
And she said to me, could you come up with something pertaining to joy? I said, well, the only thing I know is Irie.
Irie.
And that's what we come up with. So now I've got this project. I go around, and the thing on Friday, it's about that. So getting people to come out of.
But that's the legacy of work, Michael. Like, it's not just the children at embryo stage, 5-4 years old, that are being entertained on a not superficial, but on a base level, and then you're working on people's mental health, well-being, and so on. So your legacy, man, it's far bigger than just the books.
Well, because this project, right, I call it. There's an Irie project, which is separate, just dealing with the Irie project. But then also there's this one, Memory Lane, which is I say a poem,
Yep.
you have to recite it. Hence the memory.
Yeah.
Because of eyesight, because of this, because of that, I want to have exercises that people keep their brain agile and active.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
Instead of being iPad bound, just screen time.
Exactly.
That's our enemy, you know. That's our common enemy right now. Is this iPad generation?
Like, I had this poem, right, that I wrote for, we're talking about mental health.
Yeah.
It says, I can't tell green from blue. I can't tell me from you. I can't tell night from day. I can't tell work from play. I can't tell a dog from a cat. I can't tell a mouse from a rat. I can't tell sun from rain. I just don't understand my brain.
Right, yeah. And there's a lot of us in this community that are feeling like that.
Come on.
No one understands. We're hard, but we're trying. That's all we can do.
You give it a
That's
go,
all we can do.
innit?
That's all we can do, man.
I am, yeah, I am.
This is what I love about it. It's just organic. It's just real.
I am.
You know what? People come down here pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
Not just lip
proud of
service,
them.
man. These guys are inspirational, man. You know what? And they're on our doorstep, and that's what Life Matters is all about. We come out on our doorstep, and we take for granted the people that we're surrounded by. Everyone's special, man, and it doesn't even need to be this kind of formulated. These guys are special. They make a difference in people's lives, man.
Yes, I am. Nice.
Michael, I'm going to wrap it up, my brother. It's been a pleasure. I mean it. Not just celebrate the work that you do, but to celebrate the friendship that we have. We go back. They're friends with my older brother. These guys always looking after the younger generation from afar. And they're inspirational, man. They're inspirational. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take
And
that.
I'm glad that I've got the opportunity because it's good to tell people
Come
the
on.
story.
It
That's
is.
what I'm here.
Yeah.
So people can hear the story.
Yeah, and they hear you and they see you. But the biggest magic that these guys have is they make people smile. And that, for me, is everything, man. Lloyd, we're coming to see you.
Hamid, I can't wait, bro.
We're coming to see you.
I can't wait.
That's a wrap. Lloyd is next. Michael, what's the key word? Irie. That's a wrap. Love ya. Michael, thank you, my brother, and I mean it, man. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it.
I just wanted to say, keep an eye out for my new book, Get Me Bruv, with my new character, Little Bruv. It's a book of fresh, new rhymes that you'll learn and hopefully enjoy. Thank you, folks.